Hello my beautiful lights, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name's Lauren. I'm a master in energy. I work with mind, body and spirit, bringing down messages from the divine for the collective consciousness upon your evolutionary journey. So it's wonderful to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So there's quite a few messages to talk to you about today. This transition on the 19th of November is huge. Pluto shifts into Aquarius. It's the great death and rebirth frequency that we're speaking of here. This is massive. It's hugely significant in the collective consciousness. It's very, very exciting times for us as light workers. We've been in that sort of Nine of Wands energy, you know, that wounded warrior spirit. It's been exhausting. This transition, you know, you would have noticed that there are things, external forces, trying to affect your frequency through this transition because they're made to. That is actually what their purpose is. They're made to lower your vibrational frequency. You know, what's happening now is truth and revelations are coming to the surface as well. So it's really hard when the chaos is happening externally to center your frequency back down. And you need to do that. You know what I've taught you, salt baths, everything like that, grounding. You're light workers, you know what to do in this stage. And it's basically working through this process. It's really hard. It's like treading treacle, okay? That's the only way I can describe it. It's the transition of death and rebirth is not an easy one at all. So, what cup we're drinking from today? Always a message. One cat short of crazy, love it. And what's on the other side? Cats are my favourite people. True, true. I'm drinking water because I'm cleansing today. It being the 19th and this huge vibrational shift, I thought fasting. Remember, if you're fasting, please check with your medical practitioner. I have to say that for legal reasons. But fasting, it aligns my mind, body and spirit together as this collective energy, if you like, and it helps me recenter and balance my frequency. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So the death and rebirth is brutal. It's a very up and down energy. Now we're talking about like a roller coaster frequency. Some days you'll be as high as a kite and the other days you won't be. And actually going through this time, it's absolutely understandable, and that's exactly what's happening. Because if you can imagine, the energy is shifting. So it's like a bit of a race. And you've got, we'll talk darkness and light, right? So they're in this energy of this race, and one transitions forward, then the other one catches up, and it's going like this. Now what's happening is the shedding of the old energy. This new earth frequency is coming forth, and this new vibrational frequency, bear with, they're in my ears, is coming into light, and it's coming into your 3D form. So it's like bringing down a higher state of consciousness into your 3D reality, which is beautiful. And the reason this is happening is because we're playing into this new heightened state of consciousness. As a collective, everybody is, you know, wanting better for the world. They're wanting better for themselves. They're putting out a new vibration. And it only actually takes about 8% of light workers in the world to do this. And if you're seeing this message, you are doing it. Now, it doesn't matter what you do to change your vibrational frequency and your energetic field. You know, dance around the kitchen naked for all I care. If that's what you want to do, absolutely do it. It lifts your vibrational frequency. Paint, draw, creativity feeds the soul in such a positive form. I encourage creativity because creativity is part of my existence. It just is. Every aspect of my existence is creativity, and it just feeds the soul, and it lights that wand of power from within, and it helps you through this death and rebirth, you know. So if, for example, you're a poet, writer's block, what I would say is have a salt bath, ground your frequency, and then pick a flower. Then do bullet points around this flower. What can you say about this one flower? And let the energy come into flow. It's really hard. As I said, you're treading treacle right now. So you're almost swimming against the current, but you're not. You're just swimming against the vibrational frequency in which they're trying to keep you bound. And you just keep swimming, as Dory would say, right? So it's all about letting go and allowing flow. And if you're struggling with something really significant, because things are coming up, you know, parts of our shadows that you thought you'd probably work through, it's all coming up for a reason, because you can't take this old darkness into this new beautiful frequency. So it comes to the surface, even though you think you've probably healed from it, in order to move you forward without having that cord attachment, you see. So what you need to do, if you're really struggling, lay it at your angels and God source, highest energy, whoever you choose to speak to. You know, everybody's right. I'm just saying everybody's belief is right. It's because what they hold in their heart. So say I was struggling with something, I would lay it at God's and the angels' feet and saying, actually, I've had enough. I do not want to take that through to the new vibration. Please set me free from this frequency. Obviously, healing, Reiki, all of these wonderful things are going to help you with that process. And meditation is massively important. Meditation is beautiful. You have this power within you, and when you're in meditation, you're at a high state of consciousness. So therefore, when we meditate, when we use things like Reiki practices, we're in that high state of consciousness in order to let go. So when we journey into our state of consciousness and our highest form, you know, it's really, really important to understand that we go into this alternative dimension, reality, however you see it. You know, I see it as this beautiful light frequency. I see and hear and feel. So it's going to be different to other people, and that's absolutely right. You know, your way is absolutely correct. Do not let anybody tell you how to see, feel, or hear anything. That is up to you and you only. So I have a very powerful visualization. And what happens in the 3D world, like they give and put children in front of tablets at the age of 2 and 3 now, because they lose the art form of creation and visualization, the imagination. We need that imagination and visualization in order to meditate, to manifest, to create our greatest reality. Now we're co-creating our existence with the universal energies, and that visualization is actually essential. So when we meditate and we tune into this frequency, we're tuning this dial, and you see there's a bridge right now, and I can see everybody's waiting to cross, but we're all going to cross together. Does that make sense? And this bridge can sustain the weight of that. And we're journeying over. So if you imagine there's a dark meadow, we're going over to the light meadow, over this beautiful, beautiful bridge. And I can see it in my mind's eye because that is the art of visualization. I am connected into a higher state of consciousness. I'm very aware of that, as I'm sure you are, but I can visualize, and it's an art form, but practice. This is why it's called a practice, because you must practice this. So the old earth was dark. The new earth is magnificent. It's amazing. Where love and peace and quietness is just a daily experience. And this is the energy you will carry. You know, you create this reality. So what do you choose to feed it with? If you are in old programmed society where you feed off drama and negativity, then that's going to be the new world you're going to create. So right now it's time to let go of all the BS. It's to understand that you hold the power to create this reality of magnificence. This is about your state of consciousness, paying into the, collective consciousness. The dark want you to fear. They want to keep you down, but the light wants to set you free. And that is the key here. You have freedom of choice. You've always had this choice. You've always had this state of freedom. So whilst we're going through this shift, I absolutely get it. All these awful things come to the surface, and it's just so you don't take it to your new state of consciousness. It's in order to set you free from that. Revelations, cosmic energy, awakening you, leaving the distractions of the 3D and connecting to the center of self is essential. And when they said that to me, I was like, wow, I've got to deliver this. And the key words is connection to center of oneself. Now, how we actually heal is to go deep within. We're told that we need to speak about it 20 million times. And I'm not saying talking, isn't helpful, because it is. They say a problem shared is a problem halved, and then you're putting that negativity in that vibrational frequency. It depends who you're sharing that issue with. Absolutely. So when we speak, when we talk therapy, it does help. But if we're reliving the same cycle continuously. We're manifesting it into our existence and our reality now, because we're in the now. So you're bringing an old vibration into this form, and we need to let that go. We need to move forward. So yes, we need to feel that emotion, and we need to address it in that minute. And that, you know, if that is you talking 3 times about it, then you need to release, understand, transmute that into power and move forward. This new state and reality, this new world, is Christ consciousness. It's the highest level we can possibly go as earth beings. You know, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. It's phenomenal. They will do everything in your power not to get you there. And that is the reptiles and the 3D, whatever you choose to call them. You're exiting the matrix, basically. That'll be flagged because I said the M word, and every time we do say the M word, it is flagged on YouTube. So there we go. Anyway, we're not made to stay within the perimeters of our existence. We're made to explore and bend our reality to our will. We co-create this existence with the divine. That's how I see it. How you see it is up to you, remember? So we co-create our own reality. We're meant to bend it to our will. We're just taught otherwise. We're put into a programmed system from the age of 4, you know, even younger than that in some places. And you're programmed to think otherwise. You are here to find your power from within. You're here to explore your own reality, and your own reality is that in which you create. So tuning into this higher state of consciousness helps you mold and put this into form in your 3D existence. So that's another one. Can you bend timelines to explore the fabric of your own reality? That came through, and I was like, what are you talking about? And they were talking about like a multiverse of existence, and you're requesting your highest timeline all the time. And can we actually get there? Now, if time was a place, if it was linear, then I saw it like the guitar strings. I was like, this is very, very interesting. I need to dive into that more, guys. But if this is your highest state, you know, within this lifetime, and you've got the opportunity, and the opportunity came in last week, you've got the opportunity to do the healing, to elevate your existence upon the 3D earth, to give you a 5D and above state of consciousness, living your best life, then now's the time to do it. We are here in the time of Aquarius. So now is the time to do it. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius, we had these huge, significant unfoldings of the planetary existence. It was massive, and we're going through this shift. Now, this shift is like 20 years. So everybody will be at different states of their timelines, you know, their different existence. But it's about moving through and expanding yourself. This is about your soul expansion, your evolutionary journey. And the energy internally is shifting, which is giving you a different external experience. And that's what I need to say. This is bringing empowerment, the social change. It's the great awakening, guys. So it's breaking down the old paradigms and realities in order to move into this new reality, this new beautiful state. And it is absolutely flipping beautiful. I love working. I work in the 5D and above, and I can't tell you how blessed I feel to be there. Yes, I work with people's darkness and I set them free, and I teach them to set themselves free, and that is the key here. I can only aid in their journey. They have to do the work, and it's absolutely beautiful. Excuse me, reptilians. It's absolutely beautiful to awaken that part of yourself. And when you spend more time in the 5D, it becomes this evolution of your soul where you long for it because it's so beautiful. You know, the external forces and world cannot interrupt your vibrational frequency. I'm not saying they won't try, because they absolutely do try, but you're at such a high state that they can't interrupt this frequency that you hold. Your light is your power, and it's absolutely magnificent. So you're going more into that, and this is why the roller coaster is here, because the roller coaster is letting go of the old paradigm. You know, it's letting go of the old way of being, because you're rebirthing into this new energy. And a rebirth, you're very fragile at this time, so you need to allow this process. If you have a day where you can't deal with the external forces or the external world, really center yourself and go inward. Because when you go inward, you'll have the connection to spirit. It's just you and spirit. And that quiet time is absolutely beautiful. I'm not saying sit there forever, absolutely not, because you're here for a purpose, right? But you need to replenish your frequency in order to serve, and do so. It's going with the flow. The new earth is going with the flow of energy. It is not this rushing, it is not this panic, it is not this fear state. It's a completely different vibration. You know that the universe has your back in every situation, and if you get held up in traffic, you'll be like, okay, cool, I've been held here for a reason, and you normally find out later on why. You just go with the flow. Anger, it's like it doesn't exist almost. You'll have frustration, but you don't feel true anger. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's going through the shift, so it's releasing your human form to your light body almost. It's absolutely beautiful, and I can feel myself welling up. It's gorgeous. The frequency is amazing, and the more you're there, the more you want to be there. And it's like a beautiful, I can't say the word on YouTube, there's a lot I can't say on YouTube, but you understand what I'm saying, my beautiful lights. So that's your message from Spirit. It's an absolutely glorious one. I just felt this frequency and I had to speak to you in this moment. And that's the energy I flow with. This channel, I can do one video a week, probably one every 2 weeks. We just go with the flow here. It's completely free, guys. And it's just my light work to you, to the universe. Spreading that light out so you can send that ripple effect even further. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, it's completely free. If this resonates with your heart, mind, body and spirit, there is no pressure here whatsoever. I don't believe in that. If you feel inclined to like and subscribe, please do so. And we shall see each other once more. So until next time, my beautiful lights, have a wonderful and abundant day and look after you. Bye-bye for now.